You're watching Netrush Report, your home for tennis drama, legends, and the stories that go far beyond the court. If you live for the rivalries, the controversies, and the game's biggest voices, don't forget to subscribe and join the rush. On Friday, September 26th, Coco Gauff stepped onto the court in Beijing for her China Open title defense. But this wasn't just another match. It was her first since the heartbreaking loss to Naomi Osaka at the US Open. The memory of that defeat still stung. For weeks had passed, but the wound was fresh. Facing Russia's Kamila Rakhimova, Gauff knew this was about more than advancing to the next round. It was about proving to herself that she could rebound. The start wasn't easy. Rakhimova pushed, but Coco dug deep, using her powerful ground strokes to edge out the first set 6-4. Then, almost as if a weight had been lifted, the second set turned into a showcase. Gauff unleashed her full arsenal, racing through 6-0, sending a message: she's back, and she's hungry. After the match, Gauff's emotions overflowed. When asked how she felt, her answer was simple but powerful: super happy. It wasn't just relief. It was joy, gratitude, and the emotional release of knowing she could still stand tall after such a difficult US Open exit. Let's remember, Gauff's last win before this came nearly a month ago in the third round of the US Open. Her campaign there ended at the hands of Naomi Osaka, a former champion making her own powerful comeback. Losing to Osaka was tough, but it was also a reminder of the thin line between triumph and heartbreak at the top level of tennis. One of the most fascinating aspects of Gauff's journey in Beijing is her connection to the Forbidden City. Last year, after winning her first China Open title, Coco visited the historic landmark alongside Carlos Alcaraz. That trip wasn't just about sightseeing. It became a personal ritual of blessings, a moment of reflection. This year, she's planning to go again. When asked by reporters about it, she smiled and confirmed her intention to return to the Forbidden City for more blessings, perhaps hoping to draw strength from the same energy that helped her lift the trophy in 2024. It's a small but meaningful detail that shows how athletes often find inspiration in rituals, traditions, and even places that ground them spiritually. For Coco, Beijing is more than just a tournament stop. It's a place where history, culture, and tennis intersect. Gauff entered the China Open as the second seed. With Aryna Sabalenka absent, Iga Swiatek holds the top seed. That leaves Coco with both opportunity and pressure. She's world number 3 now, and every win matters as the year winds down. The WTA landscape is more competitive than ever. Swiatek, Sabalenka, Rybakina, and even Osaka are all pushing. But Gauff's resilience, her ability to bounce back after a crushing loss, is what separates great players from legends. Her win against Rakhimova wasn't just a step forward in the draw. It was a declaration that Coco Gauff is still one of the fiercest contenders on tour. If we strip away the numbers, the rankings, and the titles, what remains is the human side of Coco Gauff's journey. She's 20 years old. She's carrying the weight of being America's brightest tennis hope. And she's doing it in an era where the spotlight is relentless. For Coco, this first win since the US Open is more than a box checked. It's proof that her spirit hasn't been broken. The joy in her super happy reaction tells us everything. It was a reminder that tennis isn't just about trophies. It's about resilience, bouncing back, and learning to find joy even after heartbreak. So, what's next for Coco at the China Open? She'll continue her title defense, likely facing tougher competition as the rounds progress. But if her first match is any indication, Gauff is in solid form. Her forehand looked sharp, her movement was crisp, and her energy was electric. Fans will also be keeping an eye on her potential matchups. Could she cross paths with Iga Swiatek again? Could we see a deep run that sets up another blockbuster showdown? All signs suggest this tournament could mark a turning point in Gauff's season. And let's not forget, every step Coco takes in Beijing adds to the narrative of her young, but already storied career. From heartbreak in New York to redemption in China, her journey is one of resilience. Coco Gauff's words may have been simple, super happy, but the emotion behind them was anything but. This was a moment of healing, of rediscovery, and of determination. For Coco, the China Open isn't just another tournament. It's a chance to defend her crown, reclaim her joy, and prove once again why she's one of the brightest stars in tennis. What do you think? Can Coco go all the way in Beijing and repeat her title run? Or will the pressure of defending weigh her down? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. You've been watching Netrush Report, your home for tennis drama, rivalries, and the stories that go far beyond the court. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join the rush for more breaking tennis stories.